All right, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 12, Round 1, Game 2 of Lich Better Have My Money versus Backdoor Boys. I'm your host, Captain Rob, a.k.a. The Banana Stand, bringing you live coverage here, live from sunny Los Angeles, California. Great to be back here for a rousing second game. That first game, it seemed like Shadow Fiend really just took off to the races and took complete control of that game. So we'll see what happens this game. Similar bans in the beginning. We do have an Ogre Magi band initially. And we'll see what Backdoor Boys ends up following that up with. Curious to see if they allow the Shadow Fiend through. And see if they perhaps make a decision to not play against that hero again. Or if we go with a similar lineup. Seemed like, last game, Backdoor Boys, they had this idea that they wanted the game to go short. They didn't want to play for a very long time, and here we go. A similar ban to what we have last time. We got Necrophos getting banned. I'll have to go back through the hero. I'll have to go back through the player pool and figure out who's getting hate banned here, because we have another ban, Night Stalker, another similar ban. Making me want to check to make sure I loaded up the right match here. Lich Better Have My Money is on Radiant this time. Backdoor Boys is on Dire. And we'll see what they have coming into this game. Last game, again, Backdoor Boys had a really short game. Lich Better Have My Money. Maybe wanted it to go a little bit longer. I think maybe if that game had gone maybe like 5 or 10 minutes longer, then the Juggernaut really could come online there. And we have a Treant ban, so same exact bans that we had in the first game. And we will first pick Grimstroke. And we first pick the Grimstroke. So interesting to see where this Grimstroke goes. Grimstroke could be a 4, could be a 5. Nice safe first pick because it doesn't really reveal what the rest of your team is going to do. Grimstroke, really viable in any lane. Probably not mid, but he's a good kit. You can do a whole lot. Have a lot of impact from a whole bunch of different areas.
5 seconds left.
We'll see what Backdoor Boys decides to respond to this with. Backdoor Boys has back-to-back picks. All right, they pick up Snapfire, one of my favorite heroes. Fantastic hero, newer hero to the game, relatively new. Has a fantastic ultimate that can be effective from long range. She has a stun, she has a repositioning ability, she has a slow. She's pretty good. And not to mention, she's like fantastic hero. I love her character model. I love her voice lines. Great pick. Good pickup here. This is probably a snap. Well, I mean, it's either a Snapfire 4 or 5. Probably a 4. Snapfire 5 doesn't work out fantastic. Disruptor. Backdoor Boys picking up another great hero. Disruptor probably gonna be the 5 now, and that makes Snapfire the 4. Disruptor, fantastic hero, has an incredible ultimate. An AoE silence that cannot be manted out, so it's a silence that's on lock. I believe it's also instant cast. If not, the cast point is very short. So it's really hard to dodge it. Bristleback! And Lich Better Have My Money responds with the snot ball that is Bristleback. Bristleback, fantastic offlaner, another lane bully. So it looks like Lich Better Have My Money says, you know what? I've had it with all this. We're just gonna run at you in lane, and we're gonna make you have a bad time. Bristleback's a lot of fun. It is early to pick up Bristleback here because now you give Backdoor Boys a lot of time to decide whether or not who's gonna be their Silver Edge carrier. Are they gonna draft a break? So that's the one downside to getting Bristleback early. You get Bristleback later and they might not have a response for you. But, right now, they can kind of plan on having a response. 5 seconds left. Lich Better Have My Money bans out the Slark. They said, nah, we don't want to do that. Probably a good ban, too, because Slark is a natural Silver Edge carrier. I bet we see some more Silver Edge carriers here. Or I bet we see, a Viper ban at some point in here to make sure that they don't get the break. Backdoor Boys responds with a Lina ban. They also banned Lina last time, so similar bans as to what before. Somebody on Lich Better Have My Money plays a good Necrophos and a good Lina, because they do not want them to do it. Lich Better Have My Money bans out the Storm Spirit. Interesting ban. You already have the Grimstroke. I guess Storm Spirit can really dodge out of the Grimstroke silence, but the Grimstroke silence is very strong against Storm Spirit. If you do get the ghost on Storm Spirit, it makes it really difficult for him to do some stuff. 10 seconds. But an interesting ban. Maybe Backdoor Boys just has a really good Storm Spirit player. Maybe Minoy plays some Storm Spirit. And we got a Drow ban. So it looks like Drow is just not gonna get played in the league this year. She gets banned out. We go back to Lich Better Have My Money with their final ban before we get our next 4 picks. Interested to see what they take here. They banned out the anti-mage. So they said, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with that anti-mage. We'll get rid of that. Anti-mage really strong against Bristleback and will probably make Bristleback have like just an absolute dog shit lane. So that makes sense. Trying to get rid of it. Anti-mage, you know, as most people know, anti-mage steals all your mana whenever he right clicks you. And so it's really easy to lane against Bristleback with anti-mage. So you just steal all his mana and then Bristleback can't quill spike. So you're kind of trapped there. It kind of ruins a lane for a hero that you want to dominate a lane. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Although now we have open for a Viper, and there's still plenty of natural Silver Edge carriers in the pool that we could pick from. Obviously, I don't know everyone's hero pool because we don't get paid to do this, but you know what? I bet Backdoor Boys has something in mind for that Bristleback.
Dire pick.
And we get the Medusa ban. So nobody wants to play against Medusa. Nobody wants to farm for an hour. So take a sip of my coffee and bid Medusa farewell. As we come back to Backdoor Boys, they're going to pick up their third pick here. They've already picked up both supports, so we're probably looking at a core. Unless we got something crazy like Snapfire 3. Probably looking at picking up the offlaner here, I would imagine.
5 seconds left.
No need to show your 1 or your 2 before the opponent gets 2 picks. So probably pick up a safe offlaner. Who's an offlaner that wants to play into this stuff? And really anybody, I guess. Who could be good here? It's a good question. They haven't really shown enough for me to really tell what it is that they're gonna go. So maybe you pick like a really safe offlaner. Maybe you go Tide again. Maybe you go Axe. Could be a good one.
Pick.
Sand King. Sand King's great. Great here. Actually, a really good pick here. Sand King's pretty safe. They haven't really shown anything that makes you super worried. I guess Bristleback can kind of hit you while you're in Sandstorm, but Bristleback needs to get a lot of stacks to be effective, so not really all that worried about it. Sand King also has AoE stuns. He's got a whole lot of AoE damage. He's got wave clear. So
Turn to pick.
Witch Doctor.
And the Witch Doctor. So Lich better have my money. Witch better have my money. Witch Doctor coming in here. Witch Doctor, great hero. Just a really strong support all around. Malediction, fantastic spell early on. And makes securing kills in the early laning stage super easy. I also like Witch Doctor.
Juggernaut.
And we go with Juggernaut. We go back to the Juggernaut again. DeBush says, you know what? I feel comfortable on Juggernaut. I want to play him. Didn't have it last game, but I'll have it this game. And you know, it's kind of nice because you have the Bristleback, so Bristleback can be making some space for you. He can be making a whole bunch of noise across the map. And Juggernaut, in the meantime, can be hanging out in the jungle, playing Farming Simulator 2021. To go back to Witch Doctor, I really like Witch Doctor because he has a targeted stun. So his stun might not be the longest stun, but it is a stun that can bounce around amongst units, and it's a guaranteed stun. You don't have to like hit a skill shot to hit it. It's just you just use it on an opponent. It's a reliable stun, and it is something that they're missing with Bristleback, with Grimstroke. Grimstroke has a stun, but it takes a while to activate, like we said last time. So yeah, with the Witch Doctor pick's pretty good here.
It's Radiant's band now.
Phantom Lancer.
And Backdoor Boys picks up Phantom Lancer. Interesting. So PL, great pick versus Bristleback, because PL passively wants to build Diffusal Blade. It kind of goes to that same conversation that we were having about Anti-Mage. So when Bristleback has no mana, there's nothing that he can really do about it. But Phantom Lancer is not a Silver Edge carrier. At least, I mean, well, I'm not a carry player, but I'm almost certain you're probably not building Silver Edge on Phantom Lancer. So that means that whoever Manoy plays has to be able to take care of the Bristleback. Well, take care of the Bristleback if they're even worried about it, I guess. PL's really good against the rest of their lineup, though. Witch Doctor can't really do anything against PL. Grimstroke, not really all that great at PL. Juggernaut, I guess Juggernaut's not really all that worried. If you can get your spin off before he gets on top of you and starts beating the shit out of you, then you're probably okay. But yeah, it's an interesting PL pickup. We'll see how it works out. PL always a scary hero to have to deal with. Period. And they do ban the Shadow Fiend, which is a good ban. So that's they respect it. They saw it last game. They said we probably don't have to we don't want to deal with it again. That and Shadow Fiend is a natural Silver Edge carrier, so he probably could make that Bristleback have a pretty bad day. So we'll come back over to Backdoor Boys. Looks like both teams
5 seconds
probably looking for their mid laners, unless we have something super unconventional, like a Sand King mid, or...
Radiant's turn to ban.
We got a ban on Huskar. Interesting ban for Huskar. And then we'll flop it back over to Lich Better Have My Money. Probably a good idea. You know, you don't want to play Huskar, and you probably don't want to play against Huskar, although I don't think Huskar is fantastic against Phantom Lancer. I guess he does have an AoE ability that allows you to find the real Phantom Lancer, but he does a lot of single target damage, and single target is not what you want when you're dealing with Phantom Lancer. If I am Lich Better Have My Money right now, I'm looking for AoE damage to deal with this PL. And if I'm Backdoor Boys, again, I'm still looking for something that can reliably take out Bristleback. Something that also pierces spell immunity.
10 seconds.
Man, I really love Viper here, personally. But what do I know?
5 seconds left.
I'm a silly support player.
Radiant pick.
And they banned the Leshrac. Interesting. Probably a good ban. Leshrac is really good against PL, so they're like, yeah, we need to protect our one. So that's a pretty good choice. Lich Better Have My Money took out Void Spirit, so we'll see what Backdoor Boys decides to do. These guys got Lich Better Have My Money plenty of
10
reserve
seconds.
time. Plenty of time to decide what they want to do.
5 seconds left.
And again, if it's me, you're looking at AoE damage. You're looking to have something that can deal with this PL. Because if you can't stop this PL, he's gonna go. He's gonna take over this game pretty quick with like 2 to 3 items. In that beginning of the game, you kind of. It's strange. Lich Better Have My Money kind of want to play aggressive, but Juggernaut also wants to farm items. So who is a mid that can hold Silver Edge or that has a break that wants to play aggressive and make space for Jug, that also wants to make Phantom Lancer have a hard time? Meanwhile, all the viewers are sitting in their chairs. They're going like, "This is the hero. I can't believe you don't know it." Yeah, I know. So the time ticking down. We got a whole minute before we have to make a decision. Sometimes it's better to use up all your reserve time, but other times, you know, if you don't use up your reserve time, you're also giving Backdoor Boys the chance to analyze your team a little bit more. You're giving them more time that they have to think to respond. Sometimes it's nice to just click the button and transfer it right over. Do a little Queen's Gambit. I'm using that reference. Have not seen that show. So down to 30 seconds. Probably get the pick in here pretty soon. Really taking their time for this one. They want to find just the perfect hero that they can go in here. Kid Dynamite thinking, what do I want to play? How do I want to take this? What can take over this game? What can eat some strength heroes, but that also has AoE damage? He's got 3 seconds
Dyer's
left.
turn to pick.
Tinker! He pulls out the Tinkster. So the Tinkster is going to go in the mid lane. Juggernaut's going to be our safe lane. Probably Bristleback in the off lane. Then we got Grimstroke maybe as the 4, and Witch Doctor as the 5, is what I would imagine. And then we got a last pick here. Once again, they have a ton of reserve time. So right now, Minoy's thinking
5 seconds left.
something that can deal with Tinker. Tinker, a very mobile hero. So I think right now Minoy needs to have a pretty mobile hero as well, because Disruptor, Snapfire, and Sand King aren't really that mobile around the map. Don't think Sand King's going to pick up a pair of TP boots. It's possible, but unlikely. I think Minoy probably wants to be somewhere where he can deal with Tinker a whole bunch. So we'll see what he's got coming out. 25 seconds left to bring in this pick. Something to close it out. Really put a nail in the casket whenever it comes to this series. Going for the big pick to get 2 wins. 2 wins this week. Always good to start the week with a 2-win victory.
Choose your hero.
All right. Interesting pick here. Okay. So it seems like Backdoor Boys has said we're not really all that worried about Bristleback. Zeus is great because Zeus does have AoE damage and has plenty of damage all around the map. Zeus can deal with Tinker because he knows, you know, once Tinker reveals where he is, Zeus can find him and really lock him down. So not a bad pick into Tinker, but it seems like Bristleback really has a lot that he can do for himself right now. I love that Bristleback skin, by the way. A lot of good skins here. Look, the PL skin looks fantastic. We got Tinker, Bumblebee Tinker. Somebody hit up JJ Abrams and tell him that we got a new Transformers movie going on. All right, so this will be it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second match going on. I think in this right now, I like Lich better have my monies line up, I think. You know what, Backdoor Boys could play this really well, and I think that they could probably take this over, but I really like the look of Lich better have my money. I feel like they have some good stuns, they got some good damage. Tinker's going to be annoying all around the map, which is going to make space for Jug. Bristleback is going to activate early. Sand King doesn't need a whole lot to activate early, but you got to make space for this Phantom Lancer. Zeus is a global hero, so it'll be interesting. 19 commands in 15 matches. Well done, Run Over Meat. Way to go. Way to make friends on the internet. And then Zeus, we got 6 wins in a row with Zeus. Minoy bringing out the big guns. Also has the vanilla Zeus skin. You know, so everybody likes when you wear the OG jerseys. So
These wretched.
all right, we're gonna go back to the directed camera. We're gonna let the AI do it, and once again, we will control the camera from time to time. I want to remind you all that this is the second match in round 1 for Backdoor Boys versus Lich Better Have My Money. We are very excited to be here. I'm Captain Rob, aka the Banana Stand, bringing you not live coverage, but live recast coverage here on a Monday. Nice Monday morning nice Monday morning Dota. Nice early week Dota. All right. This game brought to you by Coke. Is Pepsi okay? Nope, it's Coke. As we get into the match, looks like we got 4 guys hanging out here in the bottom lane, all just waiting to pick up these runes. We also have a little bit of split up, so it seems like everyone's just being safe here. We got Peel up here in the lane pretty deep early, just making sure that no one places a weird ward. And meanwhile, Dogtown in here trying to make, he's doing some covert ops, playing some Siphon Filter himself. And trying to figure out where he's going to put these Observer and these Sentry wards. Once again, we do have a ward here in the middle lane. Pretty safe ward most of the time, but can't get picked up. And we got Snapfire's got a couple of wards on her. We got a Sentry on Disruptor. And it looks like we're probably going to be safe. We're probably just going to take a couple of these runes. Oh, actually, looks like...
Okay, Meepo. Play your cards
Looks
right.
like we might start with 3 runes on the Radiant side. All right. So Lich Better Have My Money picks up 3 runes in the early game. Start out with a little bit early game gold. Everyone gets their magic sticks instead of their wands now. Maybe you get to finish your well, I guess you probably wouldn't finish your bracer. You get to finish your Wraith Band or something like that. Get a little bit closer to it. As we come into the lanes, it is going to be Bristleback versus this PL. And we do have the Grimstroke in lane as well. Getting some poke damage on this PL. Bullying them out. Bristleback, not super strong at level 1. More, really strong at level 2. Strong once he gets his snot. That slow on the armor reduction is super good. You also have Disruptor up here, though. Disruptor is a very annoying hero. Can do plenty of damage with that Q. And so we'll probably see him poking away at Dogtown on this Grimstroke whenever possible. Look at Grimstroke. He's got 3 passive armor. You know, Bristleback having to deal with these this magic damage here. Ooh, nice job, Snapfire picking up the deny. DeBush getting some poke damage in there. Let's check out our mid lane, see what's going on in here. That's pretty safe so far. We got Kid Dynamite playing against Minoy. Both of them just trying to get these last hits. Securing the last hit with the Q. Well done. Trying to get the last hit on the laser. Didn't really get it. All right. Go back into the top lane. See what's going on over here. Ooh, we got some fights going on here. Guy's having a good time. He does pick up the early kinetic field instead of the glimpse. Almost had him. But now unfortunately he's on the run. Bristleback, what does he have? He has Quill Spray and Bristleback, so still no Snot. Not able to pick up Snot to take out that Disruptor. He does become a more dangerous target to hit, though. Maybe that's the concern that we're dealing with. Ooh, we got an early Malediction going on Snapfire. That's a level 1 Malediction, though, so probably not gonna do that much damage. Go back into the bottom lane. Check this out. Sand King got Burrow Strike and Sandstorm. So he's going to be able to hide in that sandstorm, making it a little bit more annoying for Juggernaut to have to deal with. Now he's going to have to go and take some damage every time he wants to get last hits. X3147 taking a lot of damage here, having a hard time. Has no way to get his mana back, but do they have Rata here? They do get the stun, and they will get him. Is that no? Oh, is he gonna get away? Is it? No, he does not. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Dogtown picks up the first blood there in the top lane. Oh, and he's throwing some disrespect in the chat as well. Well done, great plays there. We'll have a fight going on. We do have Malediction going on the Snapfire. I think that might be enough damage to take her out. She's going to TP back. No, I think she'll probably get out of there alive. Did force the TP though, so now they know that Sand King is alone in this bottom lane, and that Sand King can't really do much to them to force them out. I mean, Jug does have to wait for his spin again, where he can really be effective. Juggernaut and Witch Doctor in lane, very strong duo. They can do a lot of damage with that spin and that Malediction combined. And there you go. Just like I said, they're going to go after it again. Unfortunately, they don't know where the Sand King was. They do get the dust off, but a little bit late, a little bit tighter, and I think they may have gotten that kill. They also do have. I'm sorry, no. This is a Dire sentry here. So Dire doing a great job at protecting their Sand King. Well done by Combination Beam for protecting the Sand King here in the bottom lane. Witch Doctor says, nope, no mana for you. Not today. I'm gonna get rid of that clarity. Manoy, he's got his bottle. We got a bottle with a water rune here, going back to the mid lane. Meanwhile, Tinker also has a bottle with a water rune. Tinker is going for a Blink Dagger into Ag Scepter. Meanwhile, we have Zeus in the middle lane, who's going, looks like Arcane Boots into Aether Lens, and then into his own Ag Scepter. So Zeus has a little bit more time before he's gonna come online. If Tinker does go Blink Dagger first, then Tinker might be able to be more effective around the map. Sounds like Backdoor Boys might need to be a little bit more worried of this mid lane matchup. Let's actually look at the last hits and denies here. Dogtown is getting gone on. Will he get out here? He is taking a decent amount of damage, but he does get away. And well done, X3147 does cancel the clarity on Rata. Comes back in here and says, you know what, this is my lane. I'm the boss now. And this is around the time that you need to start being afraid of Bristleback. Bristleback around level 3, level 4 is when he really becomes the boss. When he really says, you know what, you're in this prison with me. Bristleback, level 4 though, still has not picked up the Vicious Nasal Goo. Interesting choice. Really scary hero to hit, but not really much kill potential in the lane without the Nasal Goo. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we do have guys fighting once again. Lot of blood being shed back and forth here. Not a lot of kills going back and forth, but plenty of damage getting traded in all lanes. We'll go back into our mid lane, see what's happening in our mid lane. We do have Tinker is level 6, so he can reset his cooldowns and really be anywhere that he wants to be. Sand King does get out of there, and Witch Doctor taking a lot of damage, but you know, not really all that worried. He's got his best friend Juggernaut that he can lean back on, so not really a whole lot worried there. Going back to the mid lane, we got Manoy and Kid Dynamite still going back and forth. Kid Dynamite does pick up the Soul Ring to have plenty of mana. He says, you know what? I don't need mana boots. I'm just gonna get the Soul Ring. Manoy, meanwhile, says, no, I want mana boots. Bristleback has that early Ring of Health, so really hard. He's got that passive 11 health regen. It's gonna be hard to really take him out. A bit early on the stun here.
Might be going down.
But they do force out the PL.
This is just silly.
Bounty.
Well done, picking up that bounty rune. Bounty runes, great gold. Gold for everybody. Everybody loves bounty runes. Everybody loves gold. And the cast does come out. They do get it on the... Oh, there we go. Does he have him? Fantastic job with the cookie. I do think he gets out of there. Well played. Well played by Backdoor Boys. with the cookie to save as well. Otherwise, you know, if with most lanes, that is probably a secured kill. But when you're dealing with Snapfire and with Sand King, there's so much mobility in that combo, it makes it a little bit more difficult. And unfortunately, when you don't have Malediction, it's a little bit harder to secure these kills. But no, DeBush says, I want it anyway. And he takes out Combination Bean. Getting his first kill there in the bottom lane. They will, in fact, get the Malediction on the Sand King. But Witch Doctor taking a lot of damage here and will get killed. Sand King said, I'm not really all that worried. And gets out of there with the skin of his teeth.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is
Doing
under
a
attack.
lot of damage here to this PL. Can they get him? They're getting on top of him. They have the stun, but he is able to get out of that with the what the hell is this ability called? With the Doppelganger. And they got Dogtown on full retreat. Meanwhile, this mid lane is going all Minoy right now. Zeus is doing quite well. Zeus has 50 last hits, 16 denies. 16 denies impressive because Zeus's auto attack animation, at least for me personally, takes so long. Minoy must be really calculating these denies to do that well. However, if we look at the rest of the cores, it looks like the core battle is going in the direction of Lich better have my money. We've got Juggernaut with 40 last hits. We've got Tinker with 41 last hits. We've got Bristleback with 39. Sand King definitely having a tough time in lane. Using up all his mana to either hide in the sandstorm or have to retreat when they choose to engage on it.
Radiant's middle tower's not feeling the love.
Oh, there we go. Looks like this is probably another kill on Combination Bean.
Pretty good move if you ask me.
Malediction. Doesn't even need to stay on top of it. Could have gone back and farmed some creeps because that Malediction was going to kill him absolutely 100% of the time. Let's see if Witch Doctor is in fact maxing the Paralyzing Task and the Malediction. So he has more stuns, less damage. Sand King focusing on Sandstorm. Has not even gotten Caustic Finale. Not interested in using Caustic Finale to farm those creeps in lane. Disruptor has hit level 6. He does have that Static Storm. Static Storm would be a great ability to have in the bottom lane because that could effectively stop the Sand King and the Snapfire from getting away from the rest of your heroes down there. Again, it's an instant cast, or as close to instant cast as I can imagine. AoE silence, so Sand King can't burrow strike out of it. Snapfire can't. Ooh, unfortunate there. I think they probably still have it. They did knock him down there, and that is going to be a kill. That kill will go to Dogtown. Almost got him with the Malediction, but they are able to secure it. They send 3 heroes into the mid lane. Meanwhile, DeBush is like, I'm not worried about the enemy down here. I'm ready to take these guys on. "11 minutes into the game as we bring you our score update. This is 4 kills on the Radiant to 2 kills on the Dire. Very close game, less than 1,000 gold differential right now. And it looks like as far as last hits go, Backdoor Boys is starting to catch up. This PL has found farm and is now up to 64 last hits. Meanwhile, the Zeus continues to stay on top with 70 last hits. Let's shift this over to our net worth chart. Oh, we got the ult coming out from DeBush and will take out Combination Bean, but we also have Zeus activating his ult that will take out Grimstroke. Even more fighting going on down here.
Dire's top tower is under
Well
attack.
done. Disruptor able to get away just in time. Witch Doctor also on retreat, hanging around behind the tower back here, but a little bit worried. We got, oh, it looks like Phantom Lancer has spotted this double damage rune. He's gonna go pick that up. Maybe make something happen? Probably not. Right now, if you're Chris, you're thinking, I need to farm. I need to finish this Diffusal Blade. I need to get some items to be effective. He wants to be in the jungle. He wants to be hitting creeps for a good, 20, 25 minutes. And then he's going to come out of the jungle looking like a boss. Look at him sitting up there with all his friends. Me and all my buddies wear the same shirt.
Radiant's
We all
bottom
shop at
tower's
the same
still there,
store.
but
Hot
not
Topic,
for long.
Spencer's,
Mounted.
PacSun. Ooh, and it does not look like he's going to get out of there. And we got a killing spree on DeBush. Does he get 2 here? He might. He doesn't have his ultimate, but it doesn't matter. DeBush on a tear, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out the kill chart. He's 4-0-1. This is a scary juggernaut. Let's see what DeBush is building. He's going for that Maelstrom again, but he is getting it way earlier than he did in the last game. Well done. Well played. Juggernaut! See, and right there, Juggernaut agrees.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
So we'll go back to farming. Not a whole lot going on here. Let's check out everybody's items. PL almost has finished his diffusal blade. On Witch Doctor, we don't have anything. Has not finished his arcane boots yet. Grimstroke does have tranquil boots and a ring of Basilius. Zeus has his Aether Lens and is working on building some TP boots as well as his Ag Scepter. He knows that Dogtown is here, so he knows they're going for him. Oh, and meanwhile they got caught out. Fantastic job, and with the cookie stun, they get 2 kills there in the mid lane. Oh, how things have turned. They smoked up to go and get the Zeus, and then they both get taken out in the river. Check out Tinker. Tinker does pick up that bottle pastron, and he does have that blink dagger, so this Tinker is about to come online. Last thing he needs is this Ags, and once he has this Ags, he can be everywhere on the map at all times. Ooh, misses the cookie stun. Still decides to go for it. Rat is in a scary spot, but does back off. They do have Jug's ult, and they use it. Jug going all in on... Oh, he gets 2 more kills there. 2 more kills. Is he going to get a 3rd? Unfortunately, no. Manoy says, I want it. I want that mega kill streak. He takes him out. The Zeus ultimate. Zeus press ult. We got another kill here down on the Phantom Lancer. Chris picks one up. Gets to farm some of these creeps. I believe he does have his diffusal blade now, so he's a little bit scarier. Dogtown definitely does not want to face check those woods right now. Does not want to find this Phantom Lancer all by himself. PL bringing his whole crew just to take out that jungle camp. They want it. Oh, they are buying smoke like crazy for this Sand King. He gets away into the jungle. Sand King picked up the Yule Scepter. Interesting pick. Yule Scepter a good idea because it does provide a basic dispel.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Ooh, they do drop the Static Storm. It's not enough to take out Jug.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They weren't able to get the glimpse on her. Ooh, but Jug says, I want to fight. He says, I'm ready to go. And they take out PL.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
PL's still finding a lot of good farm though. We have a... Oh, he had him. Had him in the rack, but then decided to take him out. I don't know if he was going to go on him there anyway. Probably didn't have the crew to back him up. Maybe if the Zeus had his Axe Scepter, but he doesn't have it yet. He does have those TP boots though, so Zeus can be everywhere. Zeus has effectively bought the item that allows him to deal with Tinker. Got some fighting going on here in the mid lane. Ooh, they are going to get the Bristle back, and he's taking plenty of damage. I don't think he's going to make it out. He does get thrown up into the air. And he is eventually taken out. They don't get the tower, and it looks like Manoy says, nope, we're not giving you this one. We're taking our ball home. We're calling the game. We're taking it home. They will smoke up, thinking about maybe they can get a pick here, but they don't realize they're walking into 4 enemies on the other side of the river. Let's look back at our charts here. Jug 6-1-3 does have plenty of kills, but meanwhile, this Phantom Lancer is finding farms somewhere, everywhere on the map. He is staying in it. Phantom Lancer has 7,000 net worth, almost 8,000 net worth on the Zeus. Meanwhile, let's see what Zeus has. He's 1,400 gold into the Ag Scepter. We'll look at let's see what Tinker's got. Tinker's building the same thing. No Blink Dagger yet on Sand King, as he did pick up that early Yule Scepter, although that Yule Scepter definitely helping him out, because these guys are buying plenty of dust. PL says, I want this Bristleback. I got the item that I can take you on. I'm not worried. Bristleback also says, I'm not worried. He is taking a beating and keep on ticking. Coming after him, but he has no mana in order to take him out. And this is exactly what we were talking about whenever we were talking about that Diffusal Blade. It really just takes Bristleback out of the equation. And now Bristle has to deal with, how do I get my mana back? Because passively, you don't want to buy a whole bunch of mana items. He also doesn't want to go back, because he's going to give up a whole bunch of pressure on the map. Combination Bean finding the UPS guy on the way to his delivery, isn't able to take him out. But meanwhile, he does find the whole other team.
Dire's courier has been killed.
We got a big ult here coming out. Ooh. Globulates getting sent in from the back line.
Did I interrupt?
Oh, they do find the Grimstroke. Can they take him out? That is a kill on the Grimstroke as well, but here comes the Tinker. This is a big malediction, and he will not survive. The Sand King gets taken down, but now Tinker is alone. He gets stunned. Here comes the PL with the Diffusal Blade. Takes out the Tinker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A good pick. A good pick to land onto the PL there. So what a turn! It looked like that was going in favor of Backdoor Let's Better Have My Money, but then Backdoor Boys turned that one around. Plenty of wards here in the bottom lane. Look at this. Look at all the, we got a ward here, we got a ward down here, we got a ward down here. These supports are working overtime. Plenty of vision here. Only safe place really to farm for Radiant is in their triangle right now. Let's see how they're dealing with it. We do have plenty of sentries on the Witch Doctor, so they're well aware that they got to take this back, and Dogtown's got some too. Grimstroke also thinking, hey, you know, they probably got some eyeballs in the jungle. We gotta take care of that.
My life has been missing your brand of wisdom, my dear.
Thank you, Zeus. We got a couple of ancient stacks over here. Chris is picking those up. What is he building next? Looks like he is getting the Sage. He's gonna get Sage and Yasha. He already has the Yasha. We'll have the Sage and Yasha in no time. Lost his courier at some point. Right now we have two teams just looking to farm. Jug does have his Yasha. Almost finished his Manta style. The top lane, we got Sand King. Almost finished the Blink Dagger. He'll probably have the Blink Dagger for the next fight. Still lots of vision on Witch Doctor. So we haven't successfully taken out the vision in our own jungle. Maybe they said, you know, we're going to aggressively smoke and drop these wards in your jungle if we can. But everyone's playing around. PL flirting a little low to be running around farming. Oh, but they do get a pick on Bristleback. Probably not the guy you want to get, but your whole team's here. Certainly you have the damage to take him out. And they do. But they get a disruptor for it. Are they going to get more? And here it comes. The cast comes out. They pick up a kill on the Grimstroke. They are going to get the Tinker as well. And here comes, oh my goodness. What a travesty. 4 going down. That looks like that is it for this mid tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What an unfortunate turn of events. It looks like throughout many of these fights, Lich Better Have My Money has the chance to turn these fights, but they get flipped back around. This Phantom Lancer shows back up and is able to take out this Tinker, and really, you know, has this Tinker's number. I thought they had it with the Grimstroke ult and with the Witch Doctor cask. I thought certainly this is gonna be it for these two dudes. I mean, this Yule Scepter on Sand King is paying dividends right now. The amount, I would love to see the amount of spells that this guy has dispelled.
Tower's about to topple.
So coming to you with our score update. 23 minutes into this game, it is 13 kills to 15 kills going into the side of the Dire with a 3K gold differential going on the Dire. Highest net worth goes to our 2 cores on
Dire's middle tower looks to be the
Backdoor
center
boys.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
PL gets stunned. PL going for what looks like Ultimate Orb and Point Booster, so I believe that's going to be an Eye of Scotty. He's trying to get the Blink Dagger. Now has his Ag Scepter.
Radiant's
Very
bottom tower
very
is under
global
attack.
hero now with that Nimbus. With his Nimbus and his ult. Very dangerous to be caught out in the middle of nowhere, caught under a ward. Oh, and they know he's there. They know he's there. The Yule Scepter comes out again, but he is gonna get away. No, he's dead. He's done. Absolutely cooked. The Sand King goes down. Good pick. Good pick by Lich Better Have My Money.
Radiant's
But meanwhile,
bottom
what's
tower
happening in
is
their
under
bottom
attack.
lane? Dogtown pushing the wave out. We got a couple of dudes hanging out here in the jungle looking for a cheeky pick. I don't know if they're actually gonna get it.
The good stuff.
Mere coin.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Radiant's bottom tower is under
Grouping up and
attack.
saying we're gonna take this tower. Bringing the
Radiant's
PL out and
churches
saying,
are
you know what, we're not
fortified.
really all that scared. We're gonna bring our hard carry out. Show you where he is. Meanwhile, Jug comes up here. He does get this haste rune. Jug has now finished the Manta style. He has finished his Maelstrom. Going for a Basher. Tinker showed up here to defend this tower. And they said, you know what? We don't want to have to fight into a Tinker. We're going to back off. We'll give it to you. Meanwhile, Sand King says, I want this top lane. I'm going to take this all by myself. Sand King probably thinking someone's going to come up there and get him. But sure enough, Grimstroke is going up there to try and stop him from pushing that tower down. But we are back into a farming rotation by both teams. Zeus still going for the Blink Dagger. We have an Ultimate Orb on the Phantom Lancer. On Jug, we have picked up the Skull Basher. And he is going to try and go for the Mjolnir next. Good choice, good choice. On the Tinker, looks like we're going for an Aether Lens and then possibly a Shiva's Guard. On the Bristleback, it looks like we're probably going with an Energy Booster. This is probably getting turned into a Lotus Orb. And then Witch Doctor, smart choice, going for the Aeon Disc. A lot of stuff here that could kill this Witch Doctor pretty quick. The problem right now is that this PL is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And at some point you need to have something that can deal with the Phantom Lancer. And I don't know if what Lich Better Have My Money has in their pocket right now is going to be able to take him out. This PL is level 19 going into a level 14 Tinker.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
I suppose Tinker could pick up March of the Machines, but I don't know if that's really strong enough to deal with PL once he gets himself a, for example, picking up a heart. So let's better have my money on a little bit of a clock
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower is
Meanwhile,
under
Backdoor
attack.
Boy says, you know what? The longer this game goes, the better we feel about it. Bush seeing if he can find something here, but he can't. The Sand King is able to hide. Sand King hide and seek champion 2021 is able to get out by hanging out inside those trees. It looks like we got some stuff going on here in the bottom lane. Bristleback is able to finish that that Lotus Orb and says, you know what, I'm going after you. I'm gonna get you. And they do in fact get this Disruptor. I don't see a scenario where this Disruptor gets out of here alive. There you go. They do get taken down. Debush will take that kill. Good kill to give to your carry. Get him one step closer to that Mjolnir. PL finds himself a Paladin sword. He is going to hold on to
tower
it.
is under attack.
Tinker in here farming some creeps as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, we still have these solid wards on the side of
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
on the side of Backdoor Boys. We got wards right here in the
Radiant's
back
top tower's
line,
under
right here in the
attack.
back line. Some very deep wards, so they know exactly where the enemy is at all times. That is probably that's gonna be something they're gonna want to look back at on this game. These deep wards here, because we you know, on Let's Better Have My Money, most of our wards are here on our side, really just protecting our farm. And these guys aren't
Radiant's
too worried
top
about their
tower
farm.
ain't
They're just playing
looking
so
too
far forward.
steady. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Chris has finished the Eye of Scotty. Fantastic item on PL. Gives him plenty of stats. PL is a hero that naturally wants to buy a ton of stats because it makes all of your illusions even larger, harder to deal with. They take less damage, or they're able to tank more damage. And so when you have all of those stats, it becomes even more difficult to find the real Phantom Lancer. It becomes even more difficult to clear illusions. Phantom Lancer just a really terrifying hero later on in the game. Once Phantom Lancer has all of those items, there's not really much you can do to stop it. And look at that, he actually already has the Heart of Taras queued up. Says, I want to be a big old boy. He said, I'm a big kid now. Speaking of big kids now, this game is sponsored by Toys R Us. Toys R Us! I'm a big kid now. Oh. Almost a dead kid there in that Sand King. Looks like we might have a team fight going on here, ladies and gentlemen. As the Grimstroke ult does go out, but they said, no, we don't really want to deal with this. But Bristleback is in on the back line. Going in. Bristleback does have the Lotus Orb on him. And it is going to take out what looks like, yes. They do take out the Witch Doctor, and they take out the Bristleback. Snapfire is able to escape and stay alive. Bristleback in dire need of either finishing this Pipe of Insight or getting, what is the cloak item? Eternal Shroud. Or possibly just going with a BKB. Oh, and here we go, the man fight.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Looks like Debush says, I'm not quite ready to take on this PL yet. Not without my Bristleback. So they will take this tower and call it a day.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Snapfire picking up probably a good idea to get this Ghost Scepter. Ghost Scepter, not great against Tinker, but does help you survive the Juggernaut, which I guess is probably the thing you're more worried about. Jug's going in, not even the least bit scared. Maybe should be. Gets his ult off. Fantastic job, gets 3 kills out of it. He does end up going down, and they do have their hard carry still up, but 3 kills with 1 ultimate is pretty good. I'd feel fairly strong. Oh, but now we have Chris. Chris has a double damage rune on him. It says, I will take this guy on. I'm not afraid. He is blind, though. And they do take him out, so well done.
Seeps into my
A good swing in Lich better have my money's favor. So they're able to knock out 4 heroes there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Coming up on 33 minutes here as we give you our score update. We got 19 kills to 18 kills, fairly close game here.
Dire's middle tower looks to
7K
be
gold differential going in the side of Backdoor boys.
Dire structures are fortified.
Ooh, they got Bristleback locked in here, but that's a big dude. Not really much to worry about. Oh, but they are going to get him into the Sand King ult. I'm sorry, not the Sand King ult, the Burrow Strike. And they do take out the Bristleback. So now, you know, Lich better have my money has to worry a little bit more. They don't have their big guy to hide behind. So, time to go back to farming. All right, let's go back through and see what everybody's got. Witch Doctor's trying to go 4 stats. Good item. We got Shiva's Guard coming out on Tinker. Bristleback still trying to finish off this Pipe of Insight. We'll have the Pipe of Insight by the time the next fight goes on, I think. 1900 gold on Grimstroke. Hasn't really decided what it is he wants to build yet. And Mjolnir almost finished on the Juggernaut. Then on the Dire side, we have what looks like a Ghost Scepter coming out for Disruptor, so good choice. Learns from Snapfire, says, you know what, I want that too. Saw you pick that thing up. I want that new hotness. Go over to Sand King. Sand King does now have a Black King bar. It does look like they are going to get this Roche. Oh, but the Bush knows about it, and they saw him come in. He's spinning, standing inside the Static Storm. Globulets coming out, but he does get the ult off. He does get 2 kills with that. He is pretty low. Does get taken out by the Zeus. What looks like, oh, Sand King does get taken down as well. So we have Tinker back here. Tinker pretty low. Probably doesn't want to re-engage, but Bristleback says, nah, this is mine. Coming after combination B, and Snapfire having a hard time. Probably going to keep running him down. Does have Tinker coming in right on top, and Tinker will take the kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good kill to give to your mid lane. Another fantastic play there by Lich better have my money.
Dire's bottom tower is
Only
under
thing left
attack.
alive is the Zeus. Zeus hiding. Going to compete for the hide and seek champion 2022. Meanwhile, Lich better have my money said, you know what? We'll take it. We don't need Juggernaut. We'll take it, we'll just put it on Tinker. Tinker taking a lot of damage here. Bristleback taking a lot of damage too, just deciding to tank this ooh. Dogtown going up there to see what he can get. Dogtown maybe dead here. Overextending a little too far. You know, he does take him out. These guys are pretty low. Oh, and the ultimate fantastic job by Disruptor. He's able to shut down that Witch Doctor, pulls him back, and that's going to be 2 kills there. And this Roche just keeps going back and forth. At this point, it looks like Backdoor boys are going to be able to take the Roche. Call it a day. Bristleback coming back in, taking a lot of damage here. Does have the Pipe of Insight now, but is on himself, and they do get it, and unfortunately get it on the PL. Last hero, you wanted to pick that thing out. And they take out the Bristleback as well. So this PL is a scary dude. Has Aegis, has Sage and Yasha, has Diffusal Blade, has Eye of Sky.
Radiant's middle tower's not feeling the load.
If you're Chris right now, I imagine you're feeling pretty good. Pretty good. Grimstroke doing the best he can to clear out those PL illusions.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Dealing a decent amount of damage there. But they will lose the tower. Inevitable. Manoy picking up the Axe Shard. Was that the Axe Shard that I saw there? That was the Axe Shard that I saw there. Doing a little hoppy hop. Little bunny hop. Little ollie. Getting his points for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. quiet on the Western Front, as it looks like Backdoor boys are going to come up here and try and take
Radiant's
this
top
tier 2.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door. You got to be asking yourself, if you're Lich Better Have My Money, you got to be asking yourself, am I ready to fight into a PL with Aegis? Oh, Witch Doctor gets deleted immediately. Dogtown's in here. Do they have vision? They don't have vision to take him out. They do get the Bristleback back. Bristleback losing all that mana, but is able to deal a significant amount of damage. Can they take him out? Bristleback is dead. That's Bristleback dead without buyback, and it looks like they're probably going to be able to take this tower without any contention.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Zeus going for the Octarine Core does in fact have the Refresher Orb now. Kid Dynamite going for the Shiva's Guard.
About to topple.
Oh, this is an interesting pickup. The Grimstroke with the Ag Scepter. So it seems like Grim is going to try and make a copy of PL and then fight PL with his own.
Regeneration.
He's going to hit the enemy with their own pimp. I love this ability, but it takes forever to get there. So it's really difficult, but it's a fantastic carry counter in Grimstroke. It's just unfortunate how much gold you need to get there. It is playing as a support hero, it's really hard to finish that item, especially this late into the game.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Looks like we're grouping up. They do have the Aegis for what appears to be another minute and 50 seconds. So at some point they're gonna want to use this.
Radiant's top
And I think
tower
they're just waiting for PL to get that Heart of Taras. So he's got the heart now. And I imagine pretty soon they're gonna be coming up here saying we're gonna call it a day.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, here we go. We have Juggernaut in the back line that's able to take out one. He is losing all of his mana, is unable to get away, locked into the Static Storm. Can't use any of his abilities because he's silenced. They do take out the Grimstroke. He's on the retreat. They do take out Juggernaut as well. And that is no buybacks. No buybacks on Lich Better Have My Money. It looks like they're going to lose at least this Rax. Can they take out Bristleback? How many Bristlebacks can he put out? He has no mana. They take out the Bristleback, and can they take this? Can they take this Rax? Or can it be defended with Tinker alone? Tinker doing everything he can, firing off his entire armada. They do get a buyback on Bristleback. Bristleback coming back in to defend his Tinker. Oh, they do knock out the Aegis. Can he get away? He's blind. Bristleback coming out a little too far. A little too far. Is going to get taken out now. Oh, they now see the Witch Doctor. They take out the Witch Doctor. Going on the Bristleback. Bristleback has no mana. Sand King too low to be in this fight. Wants to help. Jumps in and says, you know what? My life's not worth it. My life's worth the dieback. And takes him out. Well played. Well played. Only Tinker left. PL without Aegis. With Heart, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And this PL is just a monster. A raid boss at this point.
Radiant's top tower just tapped out.
The Blind's doing all that he can to stop him from hitting these buildings, but PL does not care. He's going to hang in there. He knows you're the only one. Oh, now he sees the Jugs back up. And he's going to back off. He said, I'll take you on 1v1. I'll 1v1 you in the mid lane, but I'm not going to take you on with your buddies. And backs off. Looks like they might want to go back in now. They know that Bristleback is dead for a long time. Bristleback does not have buyback, so Bristleback can't be in these fights. I imagine once the Sand King comes up, they're going to want to start a fight as soon as possible. Sand King doesn't have TP boots, so he doesn't really have a way to get there. Well, I guess he could TP to the outpost. And then you have maybe like 10 seconds of fighting before you got Bristleback in there. And look at these deep wards. All these deep wards in here. Fantastic job by these supports to say, you know what, we want to know exactly when you leave the base. You're not going anywhere. Meanwhile, you know, Phantom Lancer is back here just saying, you know, we're gonna take control of all this stuff. This is all my map now. Hey, welcome to my new house. Check out the real estate I just bought. It's called Radiant Jungle. It's in a great neighborhood. The school district is fantastic. Peel goes back to farming his own jungle. We're going to see what he's trying to get here. Looking at Abyssal Blade. He does pick up the Skull Basher. He's going to polish off the Abyssal Blade. Wonder if he saves for buyback. You got to wonder if they're worried right now because it is a substantial lead. Backdoor Boys is up by 21k net worth at this point in the game. 32 kills to 25 kills, but this PL has been farming like mad. However, one good fight could turn this back around. Really, the only thing that you're worried about is how to take out the PL, because it seems like DeBush has done a fantastic job at taking out the backline. He can get about 2 to 3 kills with every one of his ults, but then he gets taken out all by himself. Getting caught inside the static storm makes it really difficult with Juggernaut. You can't activate your spin. You can't activate your ultimate.
Radiant's top barracks are getting
Rad has been playing this really well.
Fools have no idea.
Radiant's top barracks.
A fight going on down here. A fight going on over here. We got Globulets coming out. Juggernaut does spin. They get Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor does buy back.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
So I got a buyback down on Witch Doctor, a buyback down on Bristleback.
Haste.
They did get the kill on the PL though. So this is a great time for them to take over and control their jungle. The question is, are they going to be able to successfully de-ward these wards? Because right now, Backdoor Boys knows exactly where they are at all times. They're seeing all of their rotations. Backdoor Boys wants to keep vision on the Roche kit. Oh, they do get combination bean here. Trying to run away. But combination bean goes down, so that's 2 kills. This is Lich better have my money's chance to start taking over some of this map. Looks like they're going to take the tier 2.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Backdoor Boys retreating, coming back together. Saying we're getting the band back together. Going on the reunion tour.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Meanwhile, Sand King playing by himself. Wants to do his own shit. Says, I will pressure this bottom racks. And they know he's there. And they're gonna go for him. They do smoke up. DeBush coming in. He does have the Mjolnir finished.
But I'm worth so
Building the Eye of
much
Scotty.
more.
Ooh, and he gets out with the overwhelming blink. Oh, but he gets caught later on. He's used up. Are they going to get him? The whole team's here. They have no vision. The double Zeus ult almost takes out the Witch Doctor. He is able to take out the Witch Doctor once PL shows up. PL's not coming into the backline. Is able to take out the Grimstroke. Oh, and now it's just a travesty just being out of position.
Killing spree.
Oh, and they take out the Bristleback as well. PL. Plenty of gold for buyback. Also has plenty of gold for more of his items. We get a buyback on Grimstroke. This Sand King, the respect coming out for the Sand King.
Barracks has fallen.
More fighting going on down here. Doing the best that they can to protect their buildings. Dogtown throwing out some ink. Jug uses his ult there. The best that he can. Trying to get the Zeus. Does get the Zeus. But can he deal? Can he deal with this PL? Unfortunately, no. Jug goes down. Jug buys back. Tinker getting gone on. Tinker goes down.
Dyer's bottom tower.
No buyback on Tinker.
Don't look good. Hey, where's Dyer's bottom tower?
We got Jug with no ultimate and Witch Doctor to defend these buildings. It's looking grim. Oh, and they are able to take out the Disruptor. Can they take out the Jug? They do take out the Jug. There are no buybacks left.
Barracks are under attack.
I much better have my money.
Dyer's bottom tower. Don't look good. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
It looks like they're going to try and win it the real way. They're going to go for Mega Creep.
I always like seeing Radiant's middle barracks take a beat. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks.
Ooh, no. Chris said I just want to win the game.
Radiant's middle
I don't think they can buy back.
attack.
They use the fortify.
Radiant structures are fortified.
5 seconds on Witch Doctor coming up.
Radiant's middle tower.
But do they have what it takes to take out this PL? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. PL in full control here. They're going to go in on it. Give it the best that they can. He's hiding. He gets taken out. Witch Doctor's down. Going after the Disruptor. Got to get whatever you can. PL coming to save his friend. PL taking out the Bristleback. Nothing he can do here. And that looks like it's probably going to be it. Dogtown doing the best that he can to knock these guys off of his buildings, but it's not going to happen. Now they're knocking on the front door of the Ancients. Chris says this is it. This is the game. 2 wins in a row here in week 1.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
They said, you know what? We're done. We're done.
Not that I condone such things.
Sand King coming into the fight, but they're not even going to need him. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the game with a Backdoor Boys victory happening once again. A 2-0 on this series. Fantastic plays all around. I want to once again thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all enjoyed the cast. And let me just say that there was it was a fantastic job for everybody who competed in this series. Well done. Once again, my name is Captain Rob. I am so happy to be here, aka The Banana Stand, and I hope you all have a fantastic remainder of your week.